Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to round number 2 of the NRUK Cup Series here for Season 3. And today we're providing the action from the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the Camping World 500. 42 drivers looking to take round number 2 of the championship. Let's see the starting lineup. On the pole for this race is the 41 of Grace Takayoma. To her outside, Eli Bright. Then we have Kyle Hunter and Trey Wright. On the next row, Max Bushway starts alongside Sebastian Kukulon. Then we have Carter Friesen and Alexander Rowe. Behind them, Mohamed Zain Abdullah starts alongside Zachary DeLello. Then we have Keith Stevens and Nathan Ormond. Following them is Patrick Smith and Sebastian Dupain. Then we have Priya McShane and Greg Torres. On the next row, Evan Hunter starts alongside William Bulin. Then we have Max Anderson and Tyler Bradley. Behind them, Arena McShane and Jake Richardson. Then we have Code Red starting alongside Jose Mills. On the next row, we have Riley Snare and Mason Hayward, followed by Nonigan Scott and Samet Ozcan. Then we have Travis Chambers and William Seaman. Derek Howell starts next with Jeff Bright. Behind them, Adam McDowell and Cynthia Bright. Then we have Dan Bandon and Dylan Ebrahimian, Andrew Bean and Brett Sirra, Kevin Bandon and DJ Reed. And on the final row, race 1 winner Tim Gary and Nathan Stapleton. Let's get these engines fired and underway then. It is round 2 of the season, 33 laps at Atlanta. And you've got to remember, the shuffle here is a big factor. Starting position probably doesn't mean that much, but strategy will again play a big part in this race. 42 drivers trying to fly up Tim Gary's success from last week. But it's both Fords on the inside, the Stuart Haas teammates, Eli Bright and Trey Wright on the outside. 33 laps around Atlanta. Let's see who takes the victory for race number 2. Down to the start-finish line. Green flag is in the air. We're racing. Down the back stretch then for the first time, Grace Takayoma led them, but now here comes her teammate Kyle Hunter to the inside lane. Max Bushway and Carter Friesen are there as well. Remember, the shuffle, such a big factor here. We're going to see many different lead changes and many different position changes. Max Bushway now on the inside lane for Furniture Row Racing. He has Carter Friesen behind him, also Mohamed Zain Abdullah and Keith Stevens. Bushway now rises up the track. That's going to allow a clear pathway through for Carter Friesen in the 21 for Wood Brothers Racing. On the inside lane, they will race cleanly and clear through. Abdullah now towards the inside. He will lead. He'll be 5th on lap number 2, 2nd in fact. He now moves up into the middle lane. Keith Stevens, the Season 1 champion, will come through to resume the lead. So, as we mentioned earlier, before the race even started, the shuffle here is such a big factor. We see him 3 wide, 4 rows deep or so here at Atlanta. It's fantastic action, fantastic racing. But the main thing that's probably going to get you the win today is that strategy call when they come down to pit around lap 18 or 19. That is when, you know, the teams, the crew chiefs on the top of the pit boxes have got to make those big calls. Similar to what happened to Tim Gary last race. That's what won him the race. Are we going to see something similar today? Evan Hunter moves from the inside lane now to the lead. But back behind them, Max Anderson, Arena McShane, Code Red for Levine Family Racing, and Nathan Ormond as well. But all 42 drivers are intact with this lead field. And Tim Gary was up in the wall there, and the caution is out. Friesen, Bushway and McDowell have wrecked. The caution will fly. And coming back to the stripe, it's going to be between Code Red and Derek Hamill. But who leads him back? And it'll be Code Red. Leads him back to the caution, but a 3-car wreck. Tim Gary, round 1 winner, has crashed as well. He's got bad damage. And will nurse his car back into the pit lane. Seeing smoke billowing out of that Ford Fusion. Friesen and Bushway caught up too. Nonagon, Scott and Eli Bright are slow, but they don't appear to have that much damage. We'll find out the extent on the restart. But the first caution of the day here is out. And first of all, we're going to go and see the pit stops before the incident. Looks like Derek Hamill is going to lead them all down pit lane here on lap number 6. The first caution of the day. And everyone is coming down pit lane, it seems here, for some fresh tyres and fuel. We're going to go to this angle to see the race off pit road, and I don't think anyone's staying out. Every single car in the race is coming down to make their stop. Who's going to have the quickest pit stop? We're going to find out soon. But a lot of cars there were torn up in that one. We will go back and watch the wreck after these round of pit stops. Who is going to come out on top then? Looks like Code Red or maybe Derek Hamill. Hamill will lead them back off. It looks like just a top up of fuel, not a lot of tyres going on. So Hamill leads them off pit road. Code Red is next. Andrew Bean third. Kevin Bandon up to fourth. A good stop for him. And right out of top 5 after that pit stop was Arena McShane. But first of all, let's go and check out how this first caution of the day was brought out. And this is a very nasty wreck coming out of turn number 1. 4 wide never works. Samet Ozcan there on the inside lane was threw it into turn number 1. He made it 4 wide with Tim Gary, Adam McDowell and Max Bushway, and then Carter Friesen. See, they bunch up together there, they pinch together, and Carter Friesen goes for a horrible ride in that 21, catches the catch fence, and goes tumbling through the air, lands back on all fours, luckily, and somehow manages to drive the car back to pit lane. McDowell with a heavy hit. Eli Bright there got caught up with damage, and so did Max Bushway in the 78. Tim Gary had nowhere to go during that one. See, we're going to go on board now with the 32 to see what happened. See there, nothing that the 32 could have done there, and Carter Friesen went for a wild ride. Adam McDowell as well here also gets involved. See it at full speed from this angle. It's a violent crash for some of these guys, especially Friesen, who goes flying through the air. I don't know how many of these are going to be making it back. A few of them will definitely be out of the race for sure. And Eli Bright was the one that came out with damage. Nonagon Scott, who was towards the rear of the field, he saw this happen all in front of him. Let's go on board with the 20 to see the action fold in front. And you see there, Nonagon came ever so close to pile driving the back of Eli Bright's 88. Luckily they stayed out of each other's way, but Bright definitely got damage in that. But that's how the first caution of the day came out. Derek Hamill led them back and led them off of pit lane. Join us for the restart. Coming back to restart then on lap number 10 of 33. Out from this race, Adam McDowell, Tim Gary, 78 Max Bushway is done for the day. Carter Friesen was also out, and Dan Bandon has fallen a lap down on that pit stop. He had some sort of issue in the 33 that meant he had to stay on pit road for longer than he would have liked, and that means that he unfortunately has fallen a lap down. Top 5 then. Derek Hamill is first, Code Red second, Andrew Bean is third, 4th for Kevin Bandon, and 5th is Arena McShane. 6 laps of green flag action have passed so far. We've seen a lot of lead changes. Still a very long race to go. Hamill then will lead them back to the restart zone. And we are back underway here at Atlanta. A solid start from the 51. Again, they should probably form up into some sort of shuffle and some sort of pack sooner rather than later. Of course, now you've got to ask the question, with the 33 a lap down, doesn't mean he's slow. I mean, if the 33 is off the pace, we all know how much hell lap cars can be at this racetrack. And we're going to go 3 wide for the lead here. Andrew Bean on the inside lane, the 96. With a very bold move there. He makes it pay off though, and he'll be into the lead. Bean will lead us then here from the first lap on the restart. And as I said, before that move happened, lap cars here are always a danger and always cause some sort of mayhem one way or another. So drivers at the front are going to have to watch out for that. But Bean with the overtake, and those adjustments have seriously worked on that stop. He is now towards the front. And with a pretty good advantage, the 2 Stuart Haas cars race behind him. Kyle Hunter and Arena McShane race through the turn, and now Hunter is going to try and gain some momentum. There's Priya McShane and also Evan Hunter. So the McShanes and the Hunters are chasing Bean, who's in the lead right now. Rolly Snare is behind them. How about Patrick Smith having a good run? And at 88 and the 33 off pace. So Eli Bright and Dan Bandon both struggling for pace there. Of course, Bright got caught up in that wreck. Something amiss on the 33 car though. And they've got to hope that they can even get out of the way or a caution comes up before they reach them, because that could cause trouble. The top 3 have now gained a breakaway from this pack. Andrew Bean, McShane and Hunter are the 3 who have gained a solid breakaway from the rest of them, who are jostling for position from behind. They're 3 wide. They were for a second. Kukul on the right lead at the pack. And now here comes Priya McShane making an overtake for the lead. The 10 car towards the inside, and Priya going to go to the lead here at Atlanta and stop Andrew Bean's run of about 3 or 4 laps now while he's been out front. McShane the new leader here. As we have about, I'd say a 35 car pack maybe. I mean, Greg Torres was just tailing off it a bit, and potentially William Seaman as well was struggling towards the rear of the field. Might have lost touch of this draft, but McShane is doing a nice job. And Zachary DeLello comes through into 2nd place. See Alexander Roll on the inside. Brett Sirra coming up to the front for the first time today. So some new faces starting to present themselves towards the front. That's the thing you get with the shuffle. And we're about halfway through this race now. It's been a competitive one. We've seen a lot of lead changes, 1 caution so far, and also a pit stop. That pit stop, however, was just for a top-up of fuel. So tyres here obviously not as important as the fuel mileage. They reckon that stop might help them. DeLello is out in lead. Oh, and Jose Mills turned by Jake Richardson up into the pack. That's going to be a huge wreck. In turn, oh, Greg Torres hits Samet Ozcan. And there's Jake Richardson, Riley Snare, Trey Wright, Greg Torres was caught up, Sebastian Dupain, Jose Mills went around, big damage for the 18. And the 2nd caution of the day is out. Who led them back? I believe it was Brett Sirra in the 77, so you could see the 2nd round of pit stops. Oh, and now Bright turned under caution by Max Anderson. Evan Hunter's caught up as well, but that is retaliation, and Nonigan Scott hits the 5. And drama has broken loose here. Nonigan Scott, that's going to be his race over. Oh, and now Dan Bandon hits the 11. And we've got a whole array of incidents here. Incredible. They are going to come down pit lane. They're led by Tyler Bradley and Brett Sirra. A few of them already wrecked from that Vergarack. And then the 5 of Jeff Bright was turned by Max Anderson. That caught up Evan Hunter. And also Nonigan Scott. And who was the other one in that as well? Dan Bandon, who already had his issues of his own. He's probably going to be out now. That's going to claim not just the victims from the crash, but the victims from that aftermath too. Gonna look at the pit lane camera for now, and then we'll get back to you with the incident. And off of pit lane, Brett Sirra in the 77 for Furniture Row Racing. The first off pit lane, DeLello, Bradley, Bean and DJ Reed is now into 5th after that set of pit stops. And that was a very, very interesting array of events. We'll recap all of them here. Sirra's the first off pit lane. He'll lead us back at the restart. And I guess here you could say it's another incident of going 4 wide into the turn. Snare Mills and Richardson and Wright, and Richardson just gets on the back quarter panel of the 18, turns him up into the pack. That collects the 19 and the 34. 37 involved as well. It's Samet Ozcan. You see Kevin Bandon's damage. So they all wreck there. And I think Sebastian Dupain just about slid up after the wreck. He got caught out by Kevin Bandon. We can see here. Bandon just gets sent down and the 83 can't do anything about it. Hits his teammate Bulin in the 23 and up the track he goes. Holds onto it as well. That's going to be damage for him. But that was a big, big wreck. And there's Greg Torres sliding into him in the end. Remember, Torres hit the 37. So we're going to go on board here. The first one I think we're going to take on is probably Jake Richardson in the 22. 4 wide, it never works. And as you can see, that's a pretty violent hit for the 17 and Greg Torres, who piled into Samet Ozcan. Just go on board with Ozcan and see what he saw, and then we'll get back to all the other incidents that happened after the caution came out. As you can see, there was nothing that Ozcan could have done there. He was a sitting duck, and then just after that, he got finished off by the 17, who also wrecked into the 83. See here, he goes sliding up the track, bounces back off it, and flies right into the 83. Incredible for Greg Torres. That's be his race done. And after, we had some afters as well. Jeff Bright, who came back to the stripe in 4th position here, with Max Anderson. They're trying to form back into line, and Anderson just turns him, just straight right, dumps him into the wall. That collects Evan Hunter, who has to go around. Here comes Nonigan Scott right into him. His front right quarter panel goes off, and then Hunter goes up back into the track, but that's where he's going to find Dan Bandon. He rides right into him, so quite incredible scenes here. And there's nothing that the 11 or the 20 could do. I guess the 11 probably could have done better with the incident with the 33, but we've gone on board with Max Anderson. But I can't see anything else that, apart from he's turned into Bright there, and that's Bright. Thought he was clear and he wasn't. See him coming through turn at number 2. Bright, he is clear, and then Anderson looks like he accelerates into him. Turns the 5 around, and that causes a whole mess. Of course, there goes the 11 of Evan Hunter. He was having a good run. He'll now have damage. And we'll have to see what the casualties are from this. A big link there for Nonigan Scott. That's going to be his race over. And a lot of the boys and a lot of people have been taken out from this one. Brett Sirra led them off pit lane. He's going to lead you back to the restart. We'll catch you then. We will have 12 to go when they come back to restart. A long list of drivers out from this wreck. 33 of Dan Bandon is done. Kevin Bandon also out. Samet Ozcan, Jake Richardson done for the day. Trey Wright, Greg Torres. Nonigan Scott is finished. Jeff Bright is finished. He might be very happy with that incident. And also I believe Evan Hunter. That could be his race over. I can't see him through the pack here. So Evan Hunter and Jeff Bright probably aren't going to be very happy with the way that business went. They're both out of this race from that aftermath incident. Top 5, Brett Sirra leads. 2nd for DeLello. 3rd, Tyler Bradley. 4th, Andrew Bean. And 5th is DJ Reed. 12 to go when they come back to the restart zone. Sirra is going to lead. Who's going to win? Green flag in the air. We're now back racing. That's a good, solid restart from Brett Sirra. He blocks the run of the 43. Can Andrew Bean, who's been very good on the short run today, again make his move? Here comes the 96 with a charge once again. Tyler Bradley and Nathan Stapleton on the inside. Uh-oh, Stapleton got forced the apron. He's in fact coming to pit lane, so an issue for the 1 car. And then Stapleton must be devastated. He was running 7th. And got forced to the apron instead of... I don't know if he got forced there or chose to go there. But it's resulted in him having to make a move down to pit lane. He's now out of the race for this win. An issue on the 1 car. Stapleton's not going to be very happy with that. And that's kind of caused a separation here in these lead packs. It's the top 7, or the top 8 in fact now, who are in with a chance to win, unless the second pack can catch up. Max Anderson, 3 wide move, he now goes to the lead. Dylan Ebrahimian helping him. Andrew Bean gets back to the inside, so does Alexander Rowe. Is the second back going to catch them? It's led by Travis Chambers and Cynthia Bright. And now 3 wide for the lead again. Another 3 wide move from Andrew Bean. He's pulling out all the stops here. There's some fantastic overtakes. And towards the inside, he will go to the lead again. Again, you've got to take into consideration the lapped cars. Stapleton is slow. He's coming to a stop, so something is really wrong on the 85. They're all slowing down to try and avoid him, but the one who didn't slow down was Dylan Ebrahimian, and now he is miles out in the lead. But the 1 car of Stapleton's almost coming to a crawl on in turns 3 and 4 there. He's almost dead stopped on the track. The officials do not wave the yellow flag, and Dylan Ebrahimian is gone out in front of the lead. Andrew Bean in second, then there's Bradley and Anderson. Delo's up next, but here come the challengers, the rest of the pack, the rest of the field. DJ Reed and Derek Hamill lead them. Stapleton makes it back to pit lane. All well and safe, and he does not cause a caution, but almost caused even more drama. Are they going to catch the lap car of Jose Mills? Potentially they will, in a crucial point of this race. Where's the lap car going to go, and what sort of issues is he going to cause? Dylan Ebrahimian, though, for JTG Dougherty Racing, leads this race. Bean, Anderson, DeLello and Bradley in the pack behind him. 5 to go at Atlanta. What a race this could be, and what a finish this could turn out. They are catching the 18 of Mills at a very, very quick rate. How is the 18 going to affect this race, in a bad way or a good way? Ebrahimian is catching. Mills to the inside lane, and they all go to the inside with him. Is this going to favour the 96 of Andrew Bean? He now goes up and blocks Ebrahimian as well. That leads Max Anderson through to the lead. 4 to go. And we could be set for a dramatic finish here. The whole of the high side blocked by the lap car of Jose Mills. And their shot at a win is now virtually gone, but it's Max Anderson out in front. DeLello, Bradley, Ebrahimian, Seaman and Allman get clear. DJ Reed gets clear. 3 to go for Anderson. They're catching another lap car. This time it's Sebastian Dupain. This is an incredible finish here at Atlanta. And Max Anderson, can he negotiate lap traffic well? He does. William Seaman with a very big charge in the 72. Here comes Nathan Orman and DJ Reed as well, to name a few others. But Max Anderson currently in command and in lead. With now 3 to go. That was 4 to go last time by. My apologies. The top 4 have a clear breakaway, but can the rest of them catch them? It's Anderson, Seaman, Ormond and Ebrahimian who have a good breakaway. Don't discount DJ Reed from this race. He's still racing up there. But now William Seaman will chuck towards the inside and go for the lead. Ormond, though, helps the 38 and not the 72. 2 to go at Atlanta. This could be one of the finishes of the season. The whole of the top 5 still in good contention for the win. And now Dylan Ebrahimian, held up by the lap car early on, is back towards the front and back towards the lead. But William Seaman throwing the big blocks on the back straight away. Through turn 4 for the penultimate time. Ebrahimian and Seaman going at it in the NRUK Cup Series. White flag waves. This is it. DJ Reed trying to make his name known. Nathan Ormond in the 24. Ebrahimian out in front and to the lead. But just don't discount Nathan Ormond, who is making a charge in the 24. Ebrahimian, can he block? He will. Held up by a lap car early on. It doesn't matter. JTG Dougherty's Dylan Ebrahimian will come across the line to win the Camping World 500. Unbelievable. Dylan Ebrahimian with one of the dramatic finishes of the season. Wow, I got excited for that. Sorry if I screamed into the mic, but that was just incredible. Dylan Ebrahimian, who got held up by the lap car of Jose Mills, then rebounds to win the race. He fended off the challenge of Seaman and Nathan Norman. That's the finishing results. Priya McShane coming in clutch with a third place finish. How about that? Kyle Hunter, Max Anderson, Danilo Stevens and Bradley round off the top 10. That was simply incredible. Running through the rest of the lineup, Code Red finishes 13th in the end. Derek Hamill in 14th. See Andrew Bean, who had such a good run, only got 18th place in the end. Your pole setter, Grace Takayama, in 22nd. There we have the finishing results. And everyone from 30th downwards is out of the race. These three guys were laps down in the end. But these guys are unfortunately out of the race. A fuel leak on Carter Friesen's car from that accident. But what a race from Dylan Ebrahimian. He wins the Camping World 500. And without further ado, let's go and check out the point standings. And after 2 rounds of the series, this is what the point standings look like. So William Seaman is at the top of the NRUK point standings with a 5-point advantage over Max Anderson. Third is Nathan Norman. Fourth, Priya McShane. Fifth is Zachary Lillo. See Alexander Rowe. Eli Bright and Nonigan Scott had bad days. Scott dropped 6 positions after a poor finish. William Buell and also Keith Stevens in the top 10 for now. So currently the chase looks like the top 10 and Ebrahimian and Tim Garrell making it on their wins alone. However, they're going to need probably a bit more towards the rear arena. McShane had some issues. She is at the bottom with Kevin Bandon. Thank you all so much for watching race number 2. We'll be back tomorrow at the normal scheduled time. No, we won't be. It'll probably be around the same time as today, 3 PM Eastern time. Make sure you're there where we'll go racing from ISM. Thank you all very much for watching.